Well, the first half of 2025 is already behind us, and Netflix has dropped a whole wave of brand new series. So today, I'm taking a look at the most notable new shows released over the past 6 months. Make sure to hit that like button and then tell me in the comments which new Netflix series stood out for you this year. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. You're watching Platform Plus, and it's time to dive in. Cassandra. A 1970s smart home AI gone psycho, and it's more unnerving than you might expect. A family moves into Germany's oldest smart house and reactivates Cassandra, an early AI assistant built in the 70s. By day, she helps with chores, offers sweet reassurance, and seems harmless. By night, she manipulates the family through screens, plays mind games, and slowly isolates them all to become part of their lives, permanently. Directed by Benjamin Gucce, the 6-episode series blends techno-horror, family drama, and retro visuals. Lavinia Wilson nails it as the voice of Cassandra, both eerie and emotional. Netflix slapped it in the top 10 non-English shows for 4 weeks straight. What people are binging this one? Cassandra, 10th place.
Du hast hier nichts mehr verloren. Ich lass dich nicht allein.
The Residence. Murder, secrets, and chaos served with perfect tableware at the White House. From the producers of Grey's Anatomy and Bridgerton comes a sharp comedic murder mystery in the vein of Knives Out. The setup? During a high-profile state dinner at the White House, someone ends up dead. Enter Cordelia Cupp, an eccentric detective with a flair for theatrics. As she digs into the case, every guest and staff member becomes a suspect, and tensions in the presidential mansion rise fast. The Residence is packed with over-the-top characters, messy motives, and witty dialogue. It walks the line between Agatha Christie-style suspense and full-on political farce, and somehow makes it work. The Residence, 9th place.
Got the FBI, the President of the United States, and Kylie Minogue breathing down my neck.
You've made this very dramatic.
Thank you.
Mercy for None. Death paid him a visit, and now he's coming back for blood. This gritty Korean action noir dropped on Netflix in June and was quickly dubbed John Wick vibes with fists, so G-Sub stars as Nam Gi-jun, a former mob enforcer who's been living quietly for 11 years until his younger brother is brutally murdered. Ji-jun returns to Seoul's underworld to follow the trail of betrayal and violence. With each episode, you're hit by relentless, hard-hitting fights that Reddit fans describe as some of the most brutal fighting I've seen in a K-drama. 10 out of 10 for me. Critics love it too, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, praised for its emotional depth and intense action. Guided by a baseball bat and unbreakable will, Gi-jun's path is one of vengeance, loyalty, and probably the best entry yet in Netflix's Korean action slate. Mercy for None, 8th place. The Eternaut. The Eternaut is a major sci-fi event out of Argentina, and it quickly became a global hit on Netflix. Based on the iconic graphic novel, the series opens with a mysterious snowfall over Buenos Aires. But this isn't just weather one touch and you're dead. The Sistance and Justice action. As panic spreads, the city shuts down. Survivors hide in their homes, unsure what's happening or who's still alive. At the center is Juan, played by Argentine legend Ricardo Darín. He's desperate to find his wife and daughter and soon joins a group of strangers trying to uncover the truth behind the snow. With echoes of The Last of Us, the Eternaut blends survival, sci-fi, and human drama into a gripping atmospheric story. Big concept, great execution, and a landmark for Latin American genre storytelling. The Eternaut, this is 7th place. Apple Cider Vinegar. In this unsettling thriller, a small town experiences a wave of strange violence, all following a new brand of apple cider vinegar that hits the local store shelves. What seems like a harmless health fad soon reveals a sinister side. People who drink it start acting wrong. Enter Lena, a skeptical pharmacist who begins to connect the dots. As unexplained deaths and bizarre behavior multiply, she races to find out if the vinegar carries more than just flavor. Shot with a slow-burning tension and punctuated by moments of stomach-churning horror, apple cider vinegar taps into real-world fears, food, trust, and small-town secrets. It's unique, focused, and weirdly unsettling. Apple cider vinegar, 6th place.
Sociopath to do that, and I am not. I mean, I could do like 50 personality quizzes right now, and I am an empath every time.
American Primeval. A brutal, limited series western directed by Peter Berg, the filmmaker behind Lone Survivor and Deepwater Horizon. The story unfolds in the lawless chaos of the American frontier. A woman named Sarah sets off with her young son to find the boy's father. The journey is anything but safe. Mysteriously, a group of bounty hunters begins tracking them, and along the way they face threats from both Native American tribes and Mormon settlers. Their guide is a silent man named Isaac, played by Taylor Kitsch. American Primeval is a raw epic filled with schemes, dark secrets, and ultra-violent scenes. American Primeval, 5th place.
What is it that you want to do?
Well, I'd first like to get settled in Salt Lake Valley, but then
When Life Gives You Tangerines. This Netflix original follows Elena, a young woman struggling to find her place in a fast-paced city. Feeling stuck, she returns to her family's tangerine orchard for the harvest season, half expecting disappointment, half hoping for something to change. Amid rustling trees and sunlit groves, Elena reconnects with her past, her roots, and a few old friends who might just stir something more. It's not horror or action, it's human, heartfelt, and full of the small moments that make life feel real. When Life Gives You Tangerines is a slow burn, feel-good series that blends gentle humor, family ties, and subtle romance like a warm glass of juice on a tough day. When Life Gives You Tangerines, 4th place.
어려서 넘어져 울면 사탕을 주고
아, 브로콜리 안 먹는다고.
Department Q, a British detective thriller based on the best-selling Department Q novels. The story follows Detective Carl Mork, who's dealing with the fallout of a failed case. Struggling with psychological trauma and pressure from above, he's reassigned to a new department focused on cold cases. His first assignment? The mysterious disappearance of a young woman from years ago. Showrunner Scott Frank, known for The Queen's Gambit and Godless, brings his signature intensity and depth to this dark, methodical crime series. If you're a fan of Scandinavian thrillers or the original novels, this adaptation is a must-watch. Department Q, 3rd place. Karma, a South Korean Netflix thriller that grabs you from the first minute and doesn't let go until the very end. This 6-episode miniseries tells one story across multiple characters each episode, focusing on a different person caught in a chain of irreversible consequences. It all begins with a man drowning in debt. He's given 30 days to pay up or lose his organs. Desperate, he hires a gangster to kill his own father, hoping to cash in on the life insurance. But that decision sets off a domino effect of tragedy, dragging more and more people into the spiral. Karma explores guilt, morality, and the idea that every action comes with a price. A dark, gripping story about how far people will go and how it always comes back around. Karma, second place.
그냥 악연이라고 생각해.
Black Mirror. You probably expected Squid Game to take the top spot, but no, this one's even more interesting, and I say that as a huge fan. After a long break, Black Mirror returned in 2025 with a new season, and it's one of the sharpest, darkest, and most inventive collections of episodes yet. Once again, the show dives deep into our fears about technology, society, and human behavior, but this time it feels even more personal. From psychological thrillers to sci-fi nightmares, each episode brings something bold, unsettling, and thought-provoking. Yes, Squid Game made headlines, but Black Mirror gave us something to actually think about. Black Mirror deservedly first place. Netflix brought the heat in 2025, and these new shows are proof. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.